Hello and welcome to the Crypto Saiyan channel. For today's video, we're going to talk about this major event that will make Bitcoin and altcoins soar in 2018. Now, for those of you who think that you missed out on Bitcoin, do not worry because there's some events that are coming for 2018 that are likely to push altcoins and even Bitcoin really high. Now, I'm going to show you the CoinMarketCap website here. We are going through what you would call a healthy pullback. Things are really down right now. Bitcoin is down to $10,910. Ethereum is back below $1,000. Ripple is back to $1 or so. So a lot of things have sold off, and it's not looking good for many of the altcoins here. This pullback is pretty much fueled by China and a bunch of other Asian countries that are looking to crack down on Bitcoin and altcoins. So that is why it's going down, but it's not necessarily confirmed that this is going to happen. It's just kind of a rumor-based thing. It's like China is reportedly raising the bar on its cryptocurrency crackdown. So raising the bar doesn't mean they're gonna crack down and shut it down or whatever, right? So like that's what's really making these coins go down at the moment. Now, in my opinion, when you have such a nice pullback like this, it's a really good opportunity to buy these coins at real cheap prices. Like, you know, Ripple was like over $3 at one point, and now it's back down to $1. This is a good price to buy Ripple right now. Same with, you know, Bitcoin is at 10,900. Ethereum's back under $1,000. So these are nice, healthy pullbacks. But there's probably even more opportunity in some of the other coins. Maybe Stellar Lumens is another one. This was like 90 something cents and it's down to 40 cents. So there's plenty of coins out there that you can pick up for a really good price. So the question is, what's going to fuel all of these coins back up to new soaring highs? So let me show you a graph of the Bitcoin to US dollar for the past month or so. I'm going to show you this part right around here. It's starting to climb up. Bitcoin was at 8,000 and it went to 10,000, and I'm thinking 10,000 was probably the high, and it's going to kind of stay around in this area, but it went even higher and even higher than that, close to 20,000. What made Bitcoin, especially around here, you know, the first week of December, why did it go up so high, right? And you'll see the same kind of pattern. This is an Ethereum chart against the US dollar. Around the same time, see, the first week of December, boom, it goes up, and then it went even higher. So I'm going to give you a couple more examples here. This is Stellar Lumens, right? Stellar Lumens was like, you know, 10 cents, 11 cents, and right around the first week of December, okay, it started to go up, right? And then it went even higher. And then one more. We're going to do Ripple. Ripple was pretty much doing nothing before December, right? It was like 25 cents and boom, it went up. Why did it go up in the first week of December? The pattern seems to be the same, and it had some tremendous inclines here after that. So right around this time, around the first week to the middle of December, something happened. An event happened that pushed all these coins up higher. The answer is Bitcoin futures started to happen for real. CBOE is an options, the options home of the options trading, right? Basically, and then you have Bitcoin futures from the CME group. They also have a Bitcoin exchange for futures, right? They're kind of like betting where it's going to go higher or lower. And then you have the Commodity Futures Trading Commission also making a page here about Bitcoin and its contents of what Bitcoin really is. You know, they're labeling Bitcoin as a commodity. So those three entities, you have the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, you have Bitcoin futures from CME Group, and you have Bitcoin futures from the CBOE. Three entities that are driving legitimacy to Bitcoin. That's why when you look at all these graphs, you see them go so much higher, because everybody had optimism that, you know, the regulators and And Wall Street is starting to really adapt to Bitcoin, right? Well, at least in this case, Bitcoin futures. So what's going to make it even more legitimate than what we're seeing right now? The answer is it's going to be a Bitcoin ETF. Okay, so New York Stock Exchange files to list Bitcoin ETFs, bringing cryptocurrency a step closer to mainstream. This article was, I think, in the latter half of December. Okay, so that was starting to really become a reality because the futures started to trade already. So now all they need is a Bitcoin ETF where you could buy Bitcoin ETF with your brokerage account, whether you have a Schwab account, a TD Ameritrade, or Fidelity. If that ever happens, you're going to see a tremendous amount of wealth come into Bitcoin. It is pretty clear to me that Wall Street wants in on this Bitcoin trend, and they want to make money with this, right? And right now there's a tug of war between the Wall Street entities and the SEC. And the SEC is saying no to Bitcoin ETFs right now. And they've said no in the past too. Last year, they were going to decide whether they were going to pass a Bitcoin ETF. In March of 2017, they said no. So right now, they're still kind of saying no. But there's an article from Seeking Alpha that's saying that there's another one that may still get approved. And this one doesn't have anything to do with the U.S. markets. It's another country. I think it was Canada trying to pass an ETF, Bitcoin ETF. So once that starts to really come into play, you're looking at trillions of dollars pouring into this Bitcoin ETF, making it easy for the regular person to buy Bitcoin. And with Bitcoin like almost $8,000 off its highs, now is a good time to get into Bitcoin if you believe Wall Street will eventually get their hands on a Bitcoin ETF and start trading this thing over and over and over again. Now let me show you something here. They already have what's called a Bitcoin Investment Trust, and the symbol is GBTC. And if you look at the 1-year chart, it's been about $100 most of the beginning of 2017 until like in May started to get a nice pop up to $400. Then it'll pull back, and then in the summer there was a Bitcoin fork where you had Bitcoin Cash, and people started getting free coins in that Bitcoin fork. So the money started to pour in, and then from $100 it went to $700. Well, close to $800, right? Actually, it hit $1,000, believe it or not. So that was during the end of the summer. It hit $1,000, then it pulled back a little, right? Well, pulled back almost 50%. But look, right around this time again, this is where December is, right? Middle of December. You see the huge spike. And the huge spike is because Bitcoin futures started for real. And that went so much higher. And then it started to pull back again because of some fears that's currently happening right now. But what happens if there is a real Bitcoin ETF? I found a couple more ETFs that are kind of related to this space. One's called ARK Invest ETF, right? ARKW. This one has holdings of like Amazon, Twitter, Netflix, all this stuff, Square Inc. This is in the cloud computing, e-commerce, big data machine, all this kind of blockchain, digital media. So this is a ETF that's done quite well in 2017. And they have another one here called ARK Innovation ETF, ARKK. And they have holdings of Tesla, Twitter, a bunch of other companies. Some of them I don't really know, Amazon. So this one is also in the same, I think it's in a similar space. At least it doesn't show you on this one here. Let me see. Yeah, so but these are two, and I'll show you the graph. The ARK Web ETF has done, it went from like 26 to 48 in 1 year. That's a pretty good return for an ETF. Then you have ARK Innovation ETF, went from $22 to $38. So that's still a nice return. So you're starting to see these things pop up in Wall Street. And I think if Wall Street definitely embraces Bitcoin with their own products, you're probably going to see some massive influx of institutional money coming into Bitcoin. So I don't know when this major event will take place, but once it does, you're going to miss out on this tremendous ride. You're going to see more money coming into this crypto space. And if you have friends or family members who don't know about this stuff and they don't understand it, thinking that they lost out because Bitcoin's already $10,000 or whatever, share this video and show them exactly what you see with all this developments going forward, going on right now and are likely to go forward. Now, there's even additional events that could really bring more excitement and buzz into the cryptocurrency space. It could be simple things like maybe Facebook or Amazon saying, we're going to make our own crypto coin, or we're going to use this coin or whatever. If that kind of stuff starts to happen in the first quarter of 2018, you'll probably see another huge boost in Bitcoin and altcoins. So let me know what you guys think about this. If you have any comments or questions, just leave them down below. If you're brand new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you found the video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and I'll speak to you guys later.